distance, the left tower is in Brooklyn and the right tower is in Staten Island. On the far side of the left tower is where you have Coney Island and the New York Aquarium. So if you're going out there, it's far. It's far. Brooklyn also has the New York Transit Museum, the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens, and Williamsburg, which is a neighborhood known for its microbreweries and street art. So the face of the Statue of Liberty is Charlotte Bartoli, the artist's mother. And if you look her up online, she looks very much like George Washington in drag. So it's a very appropriate face for the Statue of Liberty. The other complaint that the Americans had about the drawing was that she had chains in her left hand. But having just abolished slavery, they were sensitive to chains, so they said no chains, Bartoli. So he took out the chains and he put the keystone in her left arm. The keystone reads, so luckily, Joseph Pulitzer came along and he runs the New York World newspaper. At the time, the only way to be famous was to have your name on the front page of the newspaper. That was it. No Instagram, no YouTube, anything like that. He did the original GoFundMe, the first crowdfunding effort. He said, if you donate even a penny to the pedestal cause, I will put your name on the front page of the newspaper. And everybody...
Guarda che c'è anche il video dietro, c'è anche una rossa.
Quando noi facciamo il volo a New York, Milano, poi l'altro volo Milano-Catania, dopo
l'indomani. Non è lo stesso giorno.
di nuovo.
Sabato è vicino a Malpensa. Perché non gliela faresti, dopo non c'era lei, e non gliela faresti più fisicamente a fare. Perché arrivi dove 8 ore di volo, arrivi una sera, tardi, e tu non gliela puoi fare.
Questo è il sabato.
Esatto, perché torna il domenica e torniamo invece. Noi torniamo il 7, abbiamo l'aereo di ritorno.
Ma poi
6,
dopo quante ore è l'altro volo?
domani, noi arriviamo il sei tu dopo se sei
So,
dopo 8 ore di
going
volo
by,
vuoi farne
the
altre 2 e mezzo
New Jersey train station.
e arriva alle 3 di notte a mezzo.
The left side road. Left side road. Don't block it. New Jersey train
Se tu arrivi
station
arriva alle 9 di
made
sera,
famous in the
dopo
movie
3-4 ore parte a
Funny
luna,
Girl.
arriva alle 4 di
So
mattina.
Funny Girl was on Broadway not too long ago. Michelle, but there was a movie about it starring Barbara Streisand. And Barbara Streisand is at the New Jersey train station, and she's deciding whether to perform on Broadway or to chase after her lover Nicky Arnstein, who is on a cruise ship to Europe, and the cruise ship is left. And so you're like, how can she choose to chase after Nicky Arnstein? That seems impossible. She decides to bail on Broadway, and she goes and she chases after Nicky Arnstein. She hires a tugboat. And she's standing on the front of the tugboat, riding past the Statue of Liberty, singing, "Don't tell me not to lift a sitting butter, like standing in the sun of all above. Don't bring around a clown to rain on my parade."
Siamo là e dobbiamo aspettare 24 ore.
I'll beat my drums, and if I fail now, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't make it back, sir. I guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a top. I simply gotta march my heart to drum, and nobody, no, nobody is gonna rain on my parade. Thank you. I don't need Broadway now, I have you.
Agua. Ahí compro el agua. ¿Voy a ver más? Ahí compro. ¿Qué? We have two Broadways in New York. We have Broadway the Road and Broadway the Show. Broadway the Road is an old walking trail from the base of Manhattan on to Boston and on to Montreal. It's an old trade route that people used to walk. The Dutch were shown it and they were like, cool road. And they widened it and they called it Breedstraat. And that was dignified to be Broadway. So if you find yourself walking on Broadway, you can make homage to the millions of people who have walked it long before. It was paved with cement and covered in neon lights. The other Broadway is Broadway the Show. In order to be considered a Broadway theater, you have to have 500 seats or more and be on the island of Manhattan. 100 to 490 to 99 seats on the island of Manhattan is off-Broadway, and 99 seats or less on the island of Manhattan off-Broadway. Now, if you see a show and you're interested in it and you're like, oh no, it's off-Broadway, I want to see Broadway, don't be deterred. Off-Broadway is just as good, and the theater's smaller. Over here, 7:05 today. 7th of July. Okay, come back here. 1:46 today. What time were you born today? of July, what time? Midnight? Okay. If we have a closer down, I'm gonna go downstairs real fast because I want this to be even. Today, what time? 9:03 this morning, he has you beat. 4th of July, we have. The Empire State Building is glowing white tonight. That's its classic color. Sometimes they change the color for a holiday or a sponsorship or a company pays some money to change the color. I would have thought in order to change the color of the Empire State Building, you'd have to go into the building and like physically change the color in the server room. But no, there's an app on somebody's phone. So now I have the personal goal of finding the person with that map, with the app on their phone. I want to change it to hot pink and yellow. That's my personal goal. And the ends were put back in the ground. So I came out to New York as a tour guide. I did some musical theater on the West Coast, and I just love being a tour guide. I think it's a great life. They give me a microphone. I can kind of do what I want. My own one-woman show on the boat. New York, New York. I want to wake up in the city that never sleeps. To find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away, right to the very heart of it. Thank you. I don't need Broadway. I just need you on Circle Line. You've been an excellent audience today.
A comer.